back when, like years ago. But social media was like starting to really become prevalent. And I noticed like, hey, look, people making funny videos. I like to make people laugh. I like to do funny things. That's me. I guess you can call me crazy. That's putting it lightly. So I figured I can get into stuff like that. And it was Black Friday at the time, so it was extra convenient. So I bought myself a camcorder and I started trying to get into the YouTube thing, because at the time, I want to say this was about 2009 or whatever, and Instagram really wasn't the thing yet. So people were basically on Twitter, and on Facebook, but people weren't just posting them videos on Facebook trying to get views. That's before people were doing that. So I was like, okay, well look, let me see if I can get hot on YouTube. And the first 2 videos I made, they were funny, but they were kind of long. People don't really have a long enough attention span to watch a video that's 2 and 3 minutes long. If it's not within a minute and a half, people are like, okay, next, I don't want to see this anymore. So it really didn't go far. Plus I go to school for mass communications anyway, so I gotta be, proficient in some of those things like that with social media and stuff, so why not? I can put that on a resume like, hey, look, job that I'm trying to apply for, Fox News, I got 100,000 followers on Instagram, hire me. No, but for the most part, and then you can monetize it or whatever. I can, take what I do and say I get big enough, I get a big enough basis to where, people are like, hey, look, you have X amount of followers, that's a big enough crowd. How about you take my product and, put it in one of your next videos, one of your little funny videos or whatever. And I'm like, hey, look, all right, cool. Well, here's X amount of dollars. I'll charge you X amount of dollars. I'll talk about or wear your product or whatever. And that way I can do something I like, make money at the same time, and hopefully it works out for me. So, I make the videos and I try to keep them, for the most part, I try to keep the videos that I make family friendly. There's a lot of stuff you see on social media that's kind of like, yeah, risque. I was like, hey, look, dude, I need you to throw the milk. I had him throw the milk in the air, and I tried to focus it, catch it with the camera and everything in slow motion, with the label facing in midair. There was no strings, nobody hand guided the milk. It was tossed in the air like 50 times before we can get it for the label to face and everything, just to make it look legit. But when I finished it, it was bomb. I was like, oh snap, we did that? But after so many tries, it was annoying. But once it's finished, it's like the best thing in the world, because you realize how much effort you put in to a 15-second video.